Hello, welcome to ShareIt guys. In this video, as the title says, we will see everything you need to know about Oracle VirtualBox. So first thing is first. First, let us define what Oracle VirtualBox mean. What is it? Oracle VirtualBox, it's a free open source virtualization software that allow you to run multiple operating systems simultaneously on a single physical machine. Okay? So in simple term, it is what? A hypervisor. If you are not aware of it, there are two kinds of hypervisor out there. Type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. Okay? Type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. Type 1 hypervisor, sometimes we call it bare metal hypervisor. Okay? Bare metal hypervisor. Type 1 hypervisor, bare metal hypervisor. In type 1 hypervisor, there is always the underlying hardware. On top of that, type 1 hypervisor. Okay, we install type 1 hypervisor on top of the underlying hardware. On top of that, we install virtual machines. Virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2, virtual machine 3, virtual machine VM3, VM4, VM5, VM6, and so on. How many virtual machine can we install on this machine? That is completely depending on the amount of hardware we have. The more RAM, the better CPU, the more number of virtual machine will be. So that's completely depending on the specification of our underlying hardware. When you come to type 2 hypervisor, there is also always, as you know, there is always underlying hardware. On top of that, we install operating system. Okay, we install operating system, Windows 10, Windows 11 maybe. So we install operating system. On top of that, we install type 2 hypervisor. Okay, sometimes the another name of type 2 hypervisor is what we call it, host-based hypervisor, because we install it on top of the host operating system. That is why we call it type 2 hypervisor, host-based operating system. So on top of that type 2 hypervisor, we install VM1, VM2, and VM3, and so on. Like type 1 hypervisor, the number of virtual machines that we can install on top of this hypervisor is completely depending on the specification of the underlying hardware. So let us go straight into Oracle website and download Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so we write here download Oracle VirtualBox, enter. Okay, so there is Oracle website. Click download. Then here there are alternatives. So depending on our platform, depending on our operating system, there is different flavors of Oracle VirtualBox. So since I use Windows, I will click on Windows host. Then it's downloading here. So after we download, I will go to the download folders of my computer. Then double click on Oracle VirtualBox. Okay. Then this option, yes. Next. Accept license agreement, and next, yes, click next, and install. So after we install Oracle VirtualBox, click on start menu, Oracle, then here Oracle VirtualBox option is coming. Okay, click on it, then this option will come. Okay, by the way, I already installed Oracle VirtualBox before I record this video for you. Okay, so when I click here, there is already list of virtual machines. So to create new, click on new, and but we have to download an OS image first from the internet. Okay, so let us download Windows Server 2025. Okay, download Windows Server 2025, enter. Okay, Windows Server 2025, Microsoft Evaluation Center. Click on here. Okay, where is it? Click on here. So we should fill this form. So by the way, you don't have to fill your correct information for Microsoft. Even this email is not a valid email, they will not cross-check whether this email is available or not. Just for formality purpose only. Okay, So click download, download 64 bits. So Windows Server 2025 is being downloading. Okay, after you download successfully, this is almost 6 GB, nearly 6 GB, so it takes too much time. Now let us create our new virtual machines. Click on new, then so what should be the name of the virtual machine, the name of the VM? Windows Server 2025. Okay, so VM folder, where should be this virtual machine will be stored? In local disk D, VirtualBox VM. This is the name of folder inside my local disk D. Okay, so it says iOS image. iOS image is nothing but the OS image that we download earlier. Okay, click on here, then where is it? In local disk D ISO, here it is. Okay, I will click on here. There is an option says proceed with unattended installation. What does it mean? Let me explain, guys. So when you in VM installation, there is two options. Okay, unattended installation and manual installation. In unattended installation, okay, you fill the username, the password, the host name, the domain name, the product key first before installation is begun. Okay. You give this information for Oracle VirtualBox and click OK. Automatically, Oracle VirtualBox will create a virtual machine for you without doing anything. You just fill this necessary information. The rest is done by the Oracle VirtualBox itself. Okay. On the other hand, in manual installation, we manually enter each and every step by ourselves rather than Oracle VirtualBox handle everything for us. Okay, so I will proceed with manual installation. That is why it says proceed with unattended installation. If you click here, it will ask you username, password, confirm password, the product key, host name, domain name, and the necessary information. If you click finish, then Oracle VirtualBox will handle everything for you. But I don't want this option. I untick here. Click on here. So let us set the amount of RAM that we need for our virtual machine. Okay, let me put 4096. This means 4 GB of RAM. Okay. Then the number of CPU. Okay, let me, okay, 2 CPU is enough. Here click on use EFI. EFI stands for extensible firmware interface. This is nothing but just the replacement of the old legacy BIOS. Okay, modern operating system. I use EFI. So let me click here, and there are 3 options: create new virtual hard disk, use existing virtual hard disk file, and create virtual machine without hard disk. There are 3 options. Okay, this option is used for if we have already pre-built system image. Okay, pre-built virtual machine, we select these options. Okay, for example, Kali, Meta, Win, this already pre-built, right? If I export this file for you, this virtual machine for you, then you can just use an existing virtual hard disk file. Okay, you can select this one and use those virtual machines. Okay, but in our case, we have to create new virtual machine ourselves. Okay, we have to build ourselves. Then create new virtual hard disk. Click here. Then we have to set the amount of hard disk necessary for our virtual machines. Okay, let me make 80 GB. There is an option saying pre-allocate full size. Okay, if I click here, the virtual machine will take the entire 80 GB. Okay, ahead of us. So this is not a good option. Rather, let the virtual machine use dynamically. Okay, then click finish. So let us click here and start with GUI. Press any key to boot from CD. Okay, click next. Next. Okay, here there are 2 options: install Windows Server and repair my PC. So I will click on install Windows Server. Accept, I agree, everything. Then click next. Here there are different versions of Windows Server. So we want desktop experience. Okay, Windows Server 2025 standard evaluation desktop experience. Click next. Accept. Then next, click install. Okay, it asks password to enter. Click finish. Okay, it's saying the password you type doesn't meet the password complexity of requirement. That means we have to enter uppercase, lowercase, special symbol, and numbers. Okay, a combination of this, and it will be I think 8 letters. Okay, let us do that. Click finish. Let me minimize. Here it says press Ctrl Alt Delete to unlock keyboard. Then click here. Okay. Then it asks the password, right? Okay. Click accept. Finally, our Windows Server 2025 is installed. Okay. By the way, it takes a long time for me. Okay, after we create a virtual machine successfully, we have to install Guest Edition on it. Why Guest Edition? What's Guest Edition Oracle VirtualBox? Guest Edition are a set of driver and utilities provided by Oracle VirtualBox. They are installed inside Guest operating system, meaning the virtual machine, okay? Not on the host. They enhance integration and performance between the host and the Guest system. The package includes device driver for display, mouse, and several drivers out there. Why Guest Edition is important? Just to summarize, for better display and resolution, seamless mouse integration, shared clipboard, shared folder, drag and drop feature, okay, improve performance, time synchronization, all of them. We get those advantages while we install Guest Edition on our virtual machine. So if we didn't install Guest Edition on our virtual machine, we lose those advantages. That is why we should install Guest Edition on our virtual machine. In simply speaking, it makes the virtual machine look and feel good. So let us install Guest Edition on our virtual machine. To add Guest Edition, go to Device menu, insert Guest Edition CD image. Okay, let me make it full size. Click on Recycle Bin, maximize this PC. Okay, click on here, Guest Edition CD. Click next, next, install. Okay, let me reboot now, finish. You see the difference between before and after installing Guest Edition on our virtual machine? Now it makes our virtual machine screen wider. Not only that, there are also other features added to our virtual machines. Okay? Let us see other feature of VirtualBox. Go to Setting. Here there are different menus. Let us see one by one. Basic mode and expert mode. In basic mode, for example, in General tab, okay, we can set different property. Features, for example, since we already installed Guest Edition on our virtual machine, we can enable disable shared clipboard. If you click here, there is an option saying disabled. Disabled is the default option. Okay, we can make host to guest. That means we can copy paste from the host machine to our virtual machine, our guest machine. Guest is nothing but the virtual machine. Okay, keep in mind that. So we can copy host to guest, guest to host, bidirectional. Bidirectional means in both direction, both from guest to host and host to guest. So I will make it bidirectional. There is a drag drop feature. Okay, drag drop feature. The same options here. Host to guest, guest to host. and bidirectional. If I make this one, the drag drop functionality will become enabled, so that I can easily drag and drop files from the host operating system to my guest, and from my guest to the host operating system. I think it is clear for you, right? So I will make it okay. By the way, these features are working after we enabled guest addition on our VirtualBox, on our virtual machine. If we didn't enable that, it will not work. Okay, in system menu, if you click on system menu in motherboard, okay, what is it? There is a BIOS device order, boot order. If you remember, in BIOS system, there is a list of storage devices that we can boot our operating system, right? So we can make an order. We can adjust this order, just like typical computer in our home. Not only that, we can also adjust the memory, the RAM of the virtual machine. But now it is, as you can see, it is disabled. Why? Because our machine is running, our virtual machine is running. For that case, that is why it is inactive. So in order to increase and decrease the amount of RAM, we should switch off the virtual machine and adjust accordingly. Just like our normal computer. Can we insert RAM while the computer is on? We can't, right? Likewise, we can't adjust the virtual machine's RAM while it's running, okay? We should switch it off. Likewise, on processor, we can adjust the number of processor or the number of CPU for our virtual machine. Okay, there is display setting also, storage. When we come to storage, we can add another hard disk, another optical drive. If you want, click here and add optical drive, add hard disk, and attach to our virtual machine. In network setting, there is enable network adapter. If we click here, only two options is there, NAT and NAT adapter. Let me click on expert mode. If I click expert mode, look, how many adapters are there? 4 adapters. Adapter 1, adapter 2, 3, 4. Okay, there is 4 adapters. If we click that, there are different mode, networking mode of the adapter. NAT mode, bridge adapter, internal network, host only adapter, NAT network, okay, not attached. So what's the difference between them? And when we use what? Depending on our use case, we use different networking modes. Oracle VirtualBox networking mode, there are different modes: not attached, NAT network, bridge adapter, internal network, and host only adapter. What's the difference between them? And when we use what? Okay, that is completely depending on our scenario, our use cases. So in the next video, the part 2, I will explain each and every networking mode. And stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe. Have a nice day, guys.